We will be very soon.
I'm just used
I
to
don't know if there's an ad actually.
I don't have an ad.
No ad.
Yeah, no ad. Only irons. Ad irons.
Jaha, 에서도 하이라는 뜻.
Hiya, hiya, hiya.
Hi.
It's me, Khan. I know. You said ad iron, and I think you're like the only player that says ad iron.
Spooky.
Spooky? No, it's totally innocent. It's like fireplace and.
You don't hear the sound, that's why.
Oh. I was gonna be all like.
Why is it spooky? Cause we feeling spooky right now.
Because there's so many horror movies and shows coming out, you know, like that Bird
Oh.
Box and
Did you see the Bird Box thing yet?
not yet, but I see like every time I open Facebook, Bird Box everywhere, and I'm like,
Bird Box and that one thing, the Bender Snatch or whatever, right?
It's like you've got all this horror stuff.
You like the sound? It's almost Halloween, yeah.
Eerie and scary.
Halloween is definitely this year. How was my day today? Very productive. Kind of. How was yours?
Mine was very ready. I had a lot of reading all day, every day.
Reporting?
Yes, typing and reading, almost simultaneously.
Simultaneously.
Every day is Halloween. No, I would not be able to live if that was the case. I have a very low fear tolerance.
But it's not really spooky outside. It's just Halloween though. You get free candy every day. You can wear any costume and not have someone call you weeb. Because you justified.
Tis true. Free candy ever.
Although that would create a lot of diabetes.
I'm gonna run out of candy.
Hello, Lucky Rabbit.
Why your shirt's looking transparent?
It's not, it's just the green screen.
My shirt's white, I don't have a green spot on me, so.
Yeah, I only have Brak, and your message has been deleted.
I'm here, let's go. Hey, Kiva, say yay.
Yay.
Every day we can win Naruto costumes and do Ninja Run. Huh.
Mashi will be joining in a bit.
Yes.
He very busy man.
Yes. Hey Darren Davis, how are you? Yes, Lucky Rabbit, I see you. Nobody has got your foot yet.
That's lame. That's very lame. Hi.
To enjoy myself.
How is everyone enjoying a lobby?
Zombies.
Message deleted.
Yeah, actually, how are you enjoying lobby?
My lobby is level 37. I've
So-
been busy.
Progressing.
Even though I have like 90 something points in EXP. I haven't played more than an hour on lobby. I'm really busy.
I'm just seeing what the story is. That it. Why, hello there.
I can't disappear.
Hello, Bruce. Nice God. Except this white thing that's over here. I don't know what that is.
Magic.
I'm just reading what the story is after that.
I think you should replay the story when the English voice is going, because we are very happy with it. And it will go in the next when the second pack goes in.
So second part we get Rio.
Yeah, it's just talking.
Yeah.
Talking and stuff. We're not actually gonna show or no exclusive content. It's just talking
Yeah.
with the GMs,
It's on the
asking questions.
So we gotta chat.
Yeah. Just here to talk about the weed stuff.
There is going to be a stream tomorrow, yes.
Informational stream? Not necessarily. I mean, I could try to bring something for next update.
Why is it spooky?
Cause I feel like spooky today.
Yeah, like we said, we get a lot. Let's talk about Ed-Eye.
No.
Oh man.
Look at this bottle. That's spooky.
Actually, it does look more spooky in that background. Oh man.
Nice body.
See, yes. My cup is not so steep.
Ghost glass.
My cup only. Actually, before this live stream, I was listening to the epic rap battles of history, and I was on the Ghostbusters versus Mythbusters. So I'm also kind of got a bit hyped in the.
Just because they're called busters?
No, because it was like Ghostbusters, and they had the big marshmallow man.
Okay. Mission Entire Man.
I don't know. I just call him the marshmallow.
What's the schedule for today? We're just gonna talk.
Go to chat. You guys can ask us anything.
Yeah.
As long as it's not.
I mean, just don't talk about like Elsword stuff, because it's day off. We're gonna talk about
anime
hobbies,
stuff.
anime, other games.
And eye stuff. Anything. Yes.
Don't ask for my house address.
We'll give you as honest of an answer as we can.
GM Structure Lara is very busy with the Grand Chase.
Yes.
Tate no Yusha, that's the Shield Knight guy, right? I read the manga, it was kind of okay. I don't really, like, there's like too much of that stuff now.
If you could marry an anime character, who would it be?
I can't think of it. If you asked me about a game character, I would have had an answer.
You have many answers.
No, I have one now.
Any animes you watching right now?
No, I stopped after Overlord.
Actually, there's an anime I got into.
What do you mean High Rush Mosh? There's no Mosh here.
I think the anime I got into recently was Kakegurui, I think.
Oh, is that the gambling one?
Yeah, the gambling one.
That one's too freaky for me.
I found it randomly, and then I was like, hey, this looks fun. And then my friends actually sent it to me. They were like, this is so you. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Gambling addiction?
Not say addiction, but I do have fun.
How old are you? I'm anywhere from age 1 to 50.
How's your Fate Grand Order grind going? Not well.
You got 2 Merlins though.
I did get 2 Merlins, but still grinding for Hassan.
Random indie horror game with GMs win? Never.
Yeah, like I said, I do really poorly with horror. What? 2 Merlins? Share one?
Triggered. Everyone's triggered.
I kind of fused them, so now it's just one NP2 Merlin.
Everybody's triggered.
I actually really want Hassan though. Hassan is like
What?
my servant if I had one.
I just want Bellona on Epic 7.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of gems, a lot of summons. I didn't get it. It's very sad.
No, how was your New Year's Eve was?
I was working.
I got Bellona 2 Pog. It got right in there.
Because go away.
Is there actually a fire going, or is that a sound?
It's a sound effect. You like it?
Yes. If we actually had a fire going now.
It would be on fire.
We had a nice smoke alarm.
Yeah, we didn't rent any horror house. If you actually hide, real quick. Hide. See that door over there? That door right here? Keep looking. There's someone there. Almost here. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. What? Could you? Come on!
I half feel like this is really bad to keep me down here.
No, almost. Okay, never mind.
I didn't have to lean to my side. I just had to rest my head on the keyboard. I was like, I was drawing entire last banner last time, so I'm blessed. So I'm guessing you didn't get to get your Kisei.
I got my Kisei after 10 pulls.
And that's why you don't get the
I want Bellona more though.
The nightmare. Yo, Rush, it's me. Hey, Osha. Inkross. Borgar.
Haha, Gitka. Sucks to be you.
It's okay, Gitka. I didn't get Kisei either.
But she's not limited time.
It's true. You can get it eventually. I'm actually.
Yeah, it's not like you didn't get DNA. Did you get DNA actually?
Me?
No, not you.
Gitka? Did you get?
Inkross.
I get to the I did it.
Mob Psycho, yeah.
Navi.
There's a second season coming out, right? For Mob Psycho this year?
Yes. That's the One Punch Man like thing.
That's the same
right?
guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Same guy.
Yeah.
Although One Punch Man season 2 doesn't look that promising right now.
I've read the manga, so it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. No, but the anime actually, the first season was done really well, like beyond my expectation. But the second season preview kind of made me go like, because they changed studios. It's a different studio now.
What would be your weapon of choice in an RPG setting? It can be anything, not just the typical stuff.
I always go with spear. I like spears.
Since you said it can be anything, I'd go with a deck of cards.
Oh, how about his cutting wit? Cha-cha.
No, my spear has a gun. Okay, it's a gun spear.
So,
That's how we do it.
Hey, look who's here, guys.
Hello, Mosh! Gun spear.
I gotta put my Twitch logo right there, even though we're on YouTube. What's going on?
Twitch, right?
Message deleted.
Message deleted.
Mosh, back with the beanie.
Moshy Poo, fan of pain. Oh, this dude.
You would use a Apache attack helicopter? When you run what about when you run out of fuel?
You don't run out of fuel on MMOs.
If it's a helicopter, you do.
Technically, I never run out of fuel when I was playing GTA, and I could drive around for ages.
That's not MMO.
Yeah, but I don't want.
That's why skills have cooldowns. And
It's the younger.
duration.
It's the younger
That's
guys.
the fuel.
The younger guys
We got spoiled.
stuff the whole concept of sandbox into MMORPGs.
Yes.
They call that. That's the new MMORPG or the sandbox games.
Yes.
I don't like sandbox games.
I don't like sandbox.
What would be Mosh's
Will there be a KOG booth at Animal Expo? Animal Expo? Wow.
Anime. No, there's not going to be a KOG booth at Anime Expo this year.
We might go though.
Yeah, we'll
Or
go.
he's gonna go for sure.
Yeah,
That's true.
Otherwise, whispering, he's a weeb.
What's your most anticipated anime to watch this year, Masha? Okay, so I'm way behind the scene on anime.
Isn't there your favorite one that's coming out? It's a movie one though, not an anime.
Oh, you mean the Battle Angel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Battle Angel. But actual anime, I need to watch My Hero Academia because I've missed that one completely. But if anything, it's like Rush was like pushing on me the whole like superhero thing. But then like.
I remember Code Geass is getting.
I heard Castlevania season 2 came out.
Yeah, Castlevania.
The first season was pretty good. It was short though.
Yeah, see, I don't. So now that I'll wait for season 2 to come out so I can binge both of them together. Yeah. I hate falling off a short pilot season.
Yeah, I mean, I think in general they're just going for shorter episodes compared to because it's made like all in America.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Do you want to do American Gambino? What? I mean, Childish Gambino?
Childish?
Oh, Made in Abyss is getting a movie? That sucks.
Uh-huh.
I heard it's a good thing though. It's a good anime. Everyone just kind of like, oh, because all the little chibi characters are in there.
Yeah.
But apparently it's really brutal. Like, good anime. I haven't seen it though.
Actually, Fate Grand Order is getting an anime too. For Babylon. So that'll be nice.
A what?
Fate Grand Order is going to get
How many Fate stuff do
we need more! We don't have enough!
No, we have too much.
Apocrypha didn't work out.
Just because it sucks.
Yeah, you don't get to just rage out or what are you gonna retcon an entire series?
I won't retcon it. I appreciate it, but at the same time, it's like compared to the other ones, I'm like I prefer the other ones. So when they announce another one, I'm like yes.
What genre of music do you guys like the most?
Anything, everything. My music changes.
I don't know this guy.
Dunzo.
Whoa.
Message deleted.
Behave, you Korean guy.
Okay, so what genre of music do you guys listen to most?
Everything, anything.
What was on your music player before coming into the stream?
Epic Rap Battles of History.
That's not.
And before that, Skillet.
What the hell is Skillet?
What's a Skillet?
Like
the Skillet?
Rock band kind of.
Oh.
Skrillex?
No, Skillet.
You kids.
You kids. Skrillex is not rock.
I don't listen to Skrillex. That's a different thing.
He has some good songs.
Skillet.
I'm not saying he doesn't have some good songs. It's just like have too good songs.
Skillet pie.
Coming.
We're gonna tell you right now, we're not gonna be playing any games on the stream.
Oh, what's the So I was listening to before coming in.
I'll tell you mine, I didn't have music on.
What was I just listening to? Oh my god. Oh my god. I had, Led Zeppelin. I had AC/DC. I had Detroit Spinners. And oh, and that
K-pop.
no, I haven't listened to K-pop in a while.
Trying to think of the Australian band, aren't you?
No. I had because I was listening to my phone. Oh, it's 70s. Fallout 76. The
Soundtrack?
yeah, Fallout 76
Oldies?
soundtrack. Yeah, it was basically like old like covered country music. But it was a country road.
Hey, nothing wrong with country music.
What happened to your arms?
I don't know what happened to my arm.
I don't know. He's asking what happened to your arms.
Seems fine to me. What's wrong with my arms, Moon and Nights? Moon in Nights.
What are you doing? You're so tiny. It smokes.
Yeah.
You're a little dude.
Yeah.
Do you guys like 70s
That's
and
why
80s rock? I think he would appreciate it more than anyone here.
It's true.
You guys like 70s and 80s rock? Yeah. Well, so what it depends. So the term rock is really big and encompassing. So you can't just say like rock. It's like throwing things in there. You have to give Ice 9 kills. Ice 9 kills?
9 Inch Nails?
Ice 9 kills?
Oh, 7.
Ice 9 kills.
Ice, baby.
Bump and level cap?
No.
Nope. What's the, so 70s and 80s rock? See, I like 70s rock, but I don't like acid rock. I like what's called folk rock, so like Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Def Leppard.
Oh, you're talking about butt rock and hair metal. Okay, yeah. Def Leppard, I've seen them in concert like 3 or 4 times.
Yes.
Guns N' Roses I've seen in concert 2 or 3 times. Bon Jovi I saw in concert once. CCR, yeah, CCR is I grew up on CCR, so me and my old man used to work on muscle cars. I still have a 69 Pontiac GTO that I don't ride to work anymore because it gets like 9 miles to the gallon. And so my dad and my oldest brother, my dad and I used to have the front end of the Pontiac up in the air and we'd be flipping on it.
What games are we looking forward to playing this year?
Pokemon.
The most.
Pokemon. The announcement for 2019.
I told you it was coming.
I don't know.
It's the same game each year.
Yes, but I play competitively.
Yeah, that's true.
So I have to keep switching over whenever they make a new one. If not, they're gonna put in a rule and be like, no.
2019. I know we're a bit on the big scene, but maybe.
While watching anime, which do you prefer, subtitles or dubbed? Subtitles.
Yeah, I'm a sub guy. Oh, it depends on the cast.
Yeah, that's half true too.
Armitage 3. So we're going back a few years. Was one of the first.
What's Armitage?
Armitage?
Yeah.
Armitage 3 was the first one where they literally like Kiefer Sutherland, and they had like this major cast, and it ended up sounding pretty good. Not as clean as I was hoping it was going to sound, but
still.
From that point they launched from Armitage 3 into having these big casts. Like in Mononoke, the cast for the Mononoke dep was massive. I mean, everything, Billy Bob Thornton, all these like crazy names and stuff. So it really depends on the circumstances.
I'm 99% original subtitles. I'm just used to it ever since childhood. But then the dubs, like stuff that it basically depends on what I find first. If I find the dub version first, I would like that one. If I find the regular version first, I like
once
that
you
one.
start watching, it's like you get used to the voices, and then
the lady's like, "Whoa, why does Japanese Goku sound like a girl?"
Yeah.
That threw me off so hard. Because I heard the dubs first.
Are you serious, Eve?
Hey, no scream.
Hi there.
Do you do any GMs like Final Fantasy?
A little bit.
Little bit, dude. Like,
Yeah.
okay, so like the last 4 times I've been in Pi's car, the Final Fantasy theme music was playing on his radio. Yeah, he's a big ass Final Fantasy nerd.
Yeah.
Well, older stuff. You fell off at what? 12?
Yeah, 12 is the last one. Probably I just like, I didn't like it.
The Final.
But then I got into it at 14, the MMO. For a while.
I haven't played the MMO
2 years
yet, actually.
Yeah, I have to basically call it the 14 the MMO, not the 11, because that was a train wreck.
Although 11 had a pretty good following, but the game was just not a game. It was like walking simulator, as Kumio called it.
Well, it was, you know what the funny thing is all the people that were playing the game were the hardcore Final Fantasy nerds. It was not inviting to anybody else. It was like, if you like Final Fantasy, you'll enjoy this game. If you don't,
well, it's
you're
like
gonna die.
menu surfing the MMO. Like, to use one skill, you gotta go like bloop 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 bloop, and then after 10 seconds, like, ha!
I could not do that.
Yeah. I don't like 7 that much. I know people will hate me for that.
No,
I don't really like 7. I like 9.
that was the one that would.
Yeah, 9, 10, 8, and 7 is how I rank it. For the most modern ones that I played. I haven't really gotten into the 1 to 6. I heard 6 is really good.
6 is insane.
Yeah, but I started playing from actually 8. Because when 7 came out, I was playing Xenogears.
Oh.
So 7 never actually like caught on to me.
7's overrated.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So 6 was my favorite Final Fantasy of all time. 7, I started because that was the first Final Fantasy on the PlayStation. It was the first. It transitioned to 3D versus the 2D turn-based. Like, so there was a lot of hype, and so I jumped into it, and I was like, this doesn't feel like Final Fantasy. I mean, even to compare bad guys, if they were going to compare Sephiroth to Kefka, I was like, no comparison. Now that's just my opinion. But even the music, like you saw the transition, like there was so many different changes on the attitude from every aspect of the game, and then yeah, I mean that's right before what's his name started to kind of dwindle in regards to how much creative control he had in the game too, even from an art perspective. Then 2 games later, the composer left. Like I was just like, I think that was the beginning of the change.
Although
Final Fantasy.
When he left, the new guy did a pretty good job too.
For 9.
Yeah.
You said
9. I like 9 soundtrack and 10 soundtrack the most.
10.
Yeah. 10 actually felt like watching like a fantastical Korean drama. It actually had like, cause the graphics improved so much that it actually had like facial like emotions and everything, and not just through like words. Although there were some really bad dubs moments, like the ha ha. Oh, but yeah, I think I really liked 10 for story. 9 just it grew because the 9 I actually hated when I first saw it.
Titus laughs. Yeah, they know. You know.
And actually, Final Fantasy X actually had a Korean song, or Korean version of the song, and that got really popular in Korea, even though the game wasn't really out in Korea.
Okay. You know, I like some of the characters in 10. The character designs.
Auron.
What's her name? The
Lulu?
is that the guy with
The black hair, black dress,
no.
big personality.
No. Well, Lulu, because you know I'm a huge.
I
HTK
know who you're talking. The blonde girl.
Yeah.
Oh, what was her name?
Crap. Waka the massive racist, right?
Yeah, that blonde girl, Riku.
Riku,
Yeah,
thank you, Nurse Cream.
The one with the spiral eyes.
Yeah, Riku. That it took me for a loop because I thought that the character development lost a little bit of depth. I was not a Titus fan. I was not a fan of a lot of the different character designs, but Riku ended up like blowing me. Even like some of like Vincent and some of the other characters that were making like, I was just like not a fan.
I did like Vincent, but how he played in the game, he became big when the movie came out.
Yeah,
and they did his design justice because he looked like garbage disposal in the game. Vincent. Yeah, FF7 remake. When is that gonna come out? When they are running low on cash?
Yeah,
will come out because they know that's gonna make money.
Yeah, of course it is.
A lot of money.
These plastic grease monkeys.
You know, 10-2 surprisingly was a decent game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just how they market it as like with this like songs and like Charlie's Angels lives and everything. But like it actually continued a little bit of the like closure for 10. Like if you do the 100% ending, it actually has like you're not meeting Titus and everything. And did you know in Japan they call him Titus? Titus.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, they sound it out.
How they read it, yeah.
Why? Metal Gear Solid. Okay, so if you're going to literally quote Metal Gear fan, I'm going to say no. If you say Metal Gear Solid fan, yes. Very, very, very different question.
I don't like the gameplay.
I like the Revolver Ocelot. I like Psycho Mantis. I like some of the different the character development. I like some of the whole like against the government tinfoil hat.
I appreciate the universe and story and everything like that, but I don't like the gameplay. I don't like sneaking around.
I'm pretty sure I'm being confused again.
So when they did the actual concept for telling the lore and the story and stuff like that, I loved the depth. But when they broke the depth by saying you have to plug your controller into the second port, so you have to confuse Psycho Mantis, those gimmicky ass things actually broke my suspension of disbelief. And so if they could have just literally used in-game features to kind of perpetuate the gimmick without having me literally unplug my controller and plug it into the second slot, I was like, that was so bullshit.
I think Sony was like, we need to get more controller sales.
Right. No, you have to unplug it from controller 1 and then plug it into controller 2 for the experience. So they were trying to create this gimmick of immersion, and it was absolute fail. The minute I had to do that, it was...
You know what was really good? Monster Ranchers.
Monster Ranchers?
All the games I never played, suddenly came out to give me different monsters. My dad's old CDs, music with it, it doesn't matter, we read everything. It was great.
Becoming a song.
I got a question for you guys. What was the game that changed everything for you? Like literally you're like, I need to be in this world. Like I want to become part of that. Like what was the game that you played where you're like, I want to be a part of the game industry? Like I want to create something like this because it had that kind of just a massive effect on you.
RuneScape. Of all games.
Yes. RuneScape?
Yes.
Wow, it's actually RPG.
Yes. Yes. I had the freedom to do pretty much what I want, whatever I want. I still remember getting membership for the first time after convincing parents to get membership for 1 month. And I remember the option for thieving a man just walking around, and I was like, they actually thought about the option to steal from this poor guy? Yes! And then I still remember after that going back to an A4 piece of paper going, what do I want to do? Writing down a whole list of stuff, and I'm like, huh? And then you get into all the guilds, you know, go fishing together when you go fishing for lobbies to get money. And then you start having that community sense where you start talking to each other while fishing for lobbies, going, alright, I'll be right back, guys, gotta go back some lobbies, I'll be back in 10, and then you walk off and you come back and you're still there and you're like, hi, and then you have to go off. Yeah, it was rather tedious, but
nice.
Yeah. actually, I'll sort it actually. My first
Constructive
MMORPG.
feedback. Thank you.
So what was the? What about you?
I don't know. Like, I don't think I ever actually had that one moment of like, oh, I gotta be in the game industry. I just played games since I was like 3. My mom's friend bought me the Nintendo NES, and I had Duck Hunt. I had Mario 1, and ever since then I've always been playing games.
Okay.
So like, yeah, like every game that I ever played pretty much led me to be like, I want to be in the game industry.
Well, I don't know if I could ever say I wanted to be in the game industry, but I remember putting a packet together when I was 11 years old. I played the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original first game on the Nintendo NES, and that drove me to want to, because you didn't see any of the other characters. I mean, it was basically a platforming game, and then a puzzle game. And so I drew all of my own characters and drew my own storyline and tied in a bunch of the peripheral characters and everything that was part of it, and sent it to Redlands, Washington, which is where Nintendo's HQ used to be, not knowing that the game was, I didn't know what a publisher versus a developer was way back when. And so the game was originally made by Konami, but I sent it to Redlands, Washington because I looked on the back of one of my cartridges and it gave me the address for the Nintendo HQ. And so I sent it because, I mean, I was such a TMNT fanboy. I still am. I mean, ever since the comic books, 1986, I got my first TMNT comic book, and I saw how violent it was. My parents had no idea. They're like, look, it's Cartoon Turtles. And then your first episode, you see Donatello throw his bow staff and bust Shredder's mouth open. And you saw the blood and everything. And I was like, it was black and white.
It was beautiful.
It was majestic because my parents had no idea that this comic book was just crazy. But I'd probably say the game industry stuff, to actually see how deep the games were and the immersion in the RPG and everything, was Planescape Torment. Literally listed as one of the best RPGs of all time, historically. Planescape Numenera, that's out now, which was the spiritual successor. Not as a beautiful game, absolutely stunning. I mean, walls of text, and then you see the RPG elements that are part of every aspect of the game. But the original Planescape Torment, you don't even have a character class. You develop your character class by your moral choices as you're going through the game. Like, if you have to jack somebody and backstab them, you then become a thief from that point going forward. And then that has a completely different storyline than any of the other paths that you could choose as you're developing. So, yeah, I'd probably say that put things into perspective, because you never thought a game could be so deep that it was literally affecting you emotionally as you're playing the game. And up until that point, no game had ever, no matter how many, I'm going to actually throw myself under the bus a little bit from the developer side. Just because you can make your game look really pretty does not mean you have any right to be writing stories. You're not a writer, you're a game developer. You know how to make stuff pretty. So you have to bring on an entirely different team to create a narrative.
Yes.
And that's just one aspect of the game industry. So when I see people are like, this game was the greatest of all time, and I'm looking through the back end of the game and looking at how the game's structured and everything, I'm like, they have some great technical strength. The storyline's piss. Like this, you can totally tell that the guy doesn't know how to write female characters. The female characters are all the BS, princess in the castle. The guy characters are all like, this guy's writing characters like as if like he's trying to live vicariously through these BS characters he's creating. So you don't have the chemistry and dynamic of a world story, or the different amounts of character development that are out there. So very rarely do I have a game that can literally ping me where I almost want to live, in those different characters, in those worlds.
Oh yeah, if you say immersive games, I would say the first one is Tales of Fantasia.
Tales of Fantasia?
That game was great. And then Xenogears, obviously. That game kind of led me into only buying RPG games.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because after that I've never bought anything other than RPG games.
How they have
I have Tetris right there.
It's not what I call emotional.
No. I mean, it could be very emotional.
Yeah, but not in a good way.
No. Yeah, Tales of Fantasia, Tales of Abyss, Tales of the Abyss. I really like that one too. What else? Yeah, there's like a bunch of games. I pretty much played only RPGs up until I started MMORPGs.
RPGs was definitely the way to go for me.
Yeah.
So do you have a game that made you like emotional? Like a game where the storyline was actually like so engaging that you almost got emotional when, you know, either a character died or you got all crazy like hype when the good guy, you know, struck the bad guy down, or you know, whatever the win versus loss or anything like that?
Here's the thing.
If you say Pokemon, I swear that I'll flip this table right now.
It's not Pokemon.
Okay, good. All right. As you were. Please proceed.
But I have this habit that has remained with me to this day when it comes to story in games. Where if I see a skip button
Oh, we're not friends.
or a button mash to scroll through that story as quickly as possible so I can get back to dominating.
Okay, for mobile games I do that. But for PC, I like PC or console, never.
Into the fireplace, Rush. Into the fireplace. I'm with Nurse Cream on this.
Yeah, at that point, why are you playing RPGs? Just to grind?
To let me play me. It's a role-playing game.
But RPG without a story is like a grind game.
I know you took a team of players or a team of
You're
developers.
playing a grind game
Years
offline
to
where you can't
develop
even
that
show
storyline.
off.
I think it's more I like the gameplay of RPGs more than following the story of RPGs.
So what happens if you flew through all of the storyline and during the bit of story they gave you the formula that you needed to fight the next guy?
That has actually backfired on me many times.
Oh, I was gonna say.
just wanted, and in those situations, then I had to go back.
Be like, why can I not kill this guy? Nothing works.
Yeah, and then I had
go on
to
GameFAQs and ask questions.
Oh,
no,
you did it.
I went back, I reread the story, and I went, oh, they hinted at this here, and then I went, and then I had to adjust my playstyle accordingly. But for the most part, yes, I agree. The only games I've actually read the story for is like Fire Emblem.
So pretty recent, or the whole series.
Yeah, any Fire Emblem game I played, I would read the story, but like,
After NES, I've never owned a Nintendo console ever.
Yeah.
After the original NES.
Yeah, the one with Duck Hunt.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Nintendo games weren't not really known for RPGs. Back then, PlayStation 1 had the most of it, when I started my console.
Okay,
PlayStation 1 era.
Back in my day. Okay, so what happened was that Squaresoft signed an exclusivity agreement to where they will only produce role-playing games for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Enix also, before the Squaresoft acquisition, only produced RPGs for the Nintendo Entertainment System. That contract then went into the Super NES.
After FF6 it ended, right?
After after 6 or 7.
7 was the first RPG that they made for PS1.
No, that was 7. But
Yeah.
that's because the Final Fantasy was already talking with Sony. But still, they never produced for anybody else outside of Nintendo. Then they went exclusively Sony. Then they started doing the backlog games and the tactics games, and then they were still producing for Nintendo, but their main core systems stayed exclusively to PlayStation. But
so recently, right? Because I hear Final Fantasy is coming to Switch now.
Well, 13 already came up for Xbox.
yeah, no. So now they're going open source.
Yeah.
You have to pay them, so it's not open, but it's being sourced.
But they can be bought out now.
Yeah.
22 years to give a Final Fantasy 7 on the Nintendo.
Took me. So the other thing is Enix. Okay, so when you were talking about storyline earlier, if anybody wants to play an old school game specifically for the story and how it was written, so Square used to actually spend millions of dollars specifically on writing. If somebody wants a great case in point, look at Vagrant Story. Vagrant Story was literally almost written Shakespearean in its delivery. It was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I would have been lost. What the heck is this guy talking about?
Yeah. This, thee, thou, and another thing. And
spelling error. Typo.
I would have probably read that story just because I would see like thou before I skipped, and then I'll click A and I'll go, wait, that said thou, and then I'll go back and read exactly what, and I'll be like...
Vagrant Story, Seven Saga, some of the Enix stuff, ActRaiser, the depth that they threw at the game ActRaiser, because it was the first game that was half sim, half action game. So you play as a god that's trying to re-enable his grip on his own people because you were defeated. and you went into slumber. So when you woke up, the demon realm had completely taken over the world. So you have to send down your avatar and destroy this area to clear it of the demons, and then you have to build up a sim. So then the camera backs way out, so it's a platforming side scroller with action. Then after you beat that level, the camera scrolls out, and then you have to then sim build, so houses, shops, and everything else like that in that area. And the demons might invade or might not, and then you have to then expand your place by opening up more areas. And then there's mini quests. Like they'll say like they can't farm because the ground is tumultuous, and then all of a sudden your avatar goes down into a hole and you find out that they were subterranean, like drilling under your town, like the demons were trying to basically take the town back over again. But the amount of story that went into that, and like how a god would feel losing all who have ever had any faith in him, and so you had to go down and basically restore faith based on that. So also it's like, wow, they have these massive storylines from the Square Enix side, and that was like the foundation of where their game depth had come from.
Enix is the one that made Dragon Quest, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I know they had like their main title was one of the each.
It's like Pokemon.
It was Enix also the Star Ocean ones, or was that Squaresoft?
Oh crud!
I think it was
after a certain time period. Yeah, like they started to bleed together. I was like, wait, was that Square or was it Enix?
But I will never forgive Squaresoft for putting the budget on Xenogears. So if you go into like the CDs, I think it was after CD1, you can tell because every story is now just like a bunch of paragraphs and there's actually no stages. I'm like, what they do? Because they pulled the thing for, I think, for FF7. They pulled the budget for FF7. So Xenogears didn't get to finish their CD2.
Because they needed the resources to finish 7. Okay.
Yeah, and then they never released Xenogears 2. I hate mech games for the universe. The only game where I actually enjoyed playing. I'm very sad about it. I heard about Baiten Kaitos or whatever. I don't know.
Baiten Kaitos.
I have not heard of that.
Square Enix Cafe.
I'll be going next month.
Are you?
Are you?
Yes, I will.
So just to let you guys know, the Square Enix and Konami home offices are like an hour from us.
Yeah. I will go hunt them down.
So Konami is next door to Square, who's across the street from Marvel, who's down the block from Nexon, who's down that whole El Segundo is just massive. It's like the other Irvine. So down the street from us is Blizzard. Down the street from them is down the street from us is Blizzard. Across the street, literally across the street from Blizzard is Razer. Down the street from Razer is NC. If we leave here for 10 minutes and go north, Namco Bandai. Next to Namco Bandai is Natsume. Next to Natsume is like so. Yeah, there is a ton of people in SoCal, and they're all here.
What type of villains do you like to fight against?
Anyone.
What are your favorite personality types for characters?
What type of villain do you
I don't
like
care
to
about
fight?
personality. I care about appearances.
This is true. You really do. Ganondorf, the King of Evil. Ooh, Ganon. I remember Ganon before he was called Ganondorf.
Yes. I enjoy villains who don't know that they're villains, yet you do know and see both sides of them. Not the big awful villain, more of the one who thinks they're helping yet they aren't.
It's like, let me help you. Oh, I killed you by accident. Whoops.
Pi cares about the plot. Yes, good cut.
It's all about the plot there. Both times.
What kind of villains do I like?
I don't know. I actually like a villain.
I like villains that can convince me that they're villains. Like so many people are doing this BS, misunderstood, and I was like, get off it. I mean, no.
You want to
just be a psychopath.
No, no. I like characters that make me hate them because they're that good. You know what I mean? Like even same thing with actors when I watch movies. If you can get me to hate your character because you're a POS, you're doing fantastically well. Don't get me wrong, I won't watch any of your other movies because it doesn't matter if you play a good guy in the next movie. I saw you as that POS in that one movie and you were super believable.
So kind of like Venom?
That type of villain is so old. Do you consider Venom a villain though after that Venom movie? Because he's technically...
That's why I'm mad about that movie.
Yeah, okay, Venom was a bad guy. Like Eddie Brock and the symbiote hated Spider-Man so bad that they fed off of each other's hate.
Yes.
and he would literally bite the limbs off of people in order to make them scream so that Peter Parker could come save them.
Yes.
That is a bad guy. That is a very, very, very bad guy.
Very bad guy unless you like me and hate Spider-Man.
You hate Spider-Man?
Yes, I do.
Why?
I don't know. I just can't get behind Spider-Man. Like, you can give me...
Just try to be hipster?
No!
Yeah, I think
not
so.
to be meta?
Off meta. Dead!
Wolverine's meta.
I play F? What is F?
I bet Pi plays that.
I mean that you can see that they think what they're going for is the greater good, yet it isn't. So you mean those type that are like, I have to destroy the world so I can rebuild it.
Oh, we just saw that. His name's Thanos. Oh, we just saw that. His name was Sephiroth. Oh, we just saw. Oh, no! Get out of here with that tired ass.
Gosh darn it, I want to make an off-meta joke, Michael. Please do it. Go away!
Senran Kagura? I know the game. I haven't played because I never had any kind of consoles to play in. Also not brave enough to buy it on my Steam.
No.
So, believe it or not, I know this sounds like almost meta. Lubu. Probably one of my favorite bad guys to fight against.
Because he's just a douche.
No, because it's Lubu. Okay, so Lubu, when charging in about, okay, this is real.
He's not a very smart guy, but he's very strong.
I know. He's
So-
like Chinese Hercules.
I know.
Right?
He's the strongest guy in Dynasty 1.
So historically, in the actual story of Lubu, he literally went charging into battle. And now, in real life, they said he was slighted because of what happened to the guys that he was serving, and basically he lost his support structure and stuff like that. But he went charging into battle, and from the fantastical side, he saw that his side was winning so bad that he turned around and shanked his own general in the head and started fighting his own people just to watch the chaos that would ensue.
And that's why he died.
And so they tried to, on his escape, because they ended up winning that battle and a bunch of other stuff like that. They got power hungry. There was a big switch, and Cao Cao is now going like, "Oh, I hate Lubu too," and so he's going, "Hey!"
Everyone hates Lubu.
And so when Lubu went back to save to get his wife and daughter out of harm's way, the only way they could pin him down was to literally force him to question whether or not he was going to be able to protect his own family. And he still could not be stopped until he got to his daughter. I mean, literally, they had him on his last leg, and he was just like,
Lubu was very, very destructive.
"Do not engage Lubu."
Yeah, Lubu was a beast.
Oh no, it wasn't his support general. It's when he found out that what's his name was going to try to attempt to turn
The Emperor guy?
yeah,
That's in charge of him?
and grabbed his what's her name? He ended up grabbing her, and he was just like, "Oh, I heard you put your hands on that lady." And he was like, "That's what ladies are meant to." And he's all, "Stab." Anybody else want to negotiate? I was just like, "Oh, I love it."
Yes, Eve. That's my favorite type of villains.
I love villains who are so good at manipulating the protagonist or the world around them.
That actually makes you frustrated
I loved it.
because it looks like a really, really bad manipulation.
Yeah.
For the sake of the plot, it goes through.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hate you, main character. You're so stupid.
Yeah. Well, that's some good storytelling.
If the villain is done right, I kind of like it.
So I would probably put Emperor Palpatine as one of the top end. So when Order 66 went through,
Like game over.
Game over. I mean, he just literally flexed his hand and watched an entire galaxy crumble. When they were just like, "But it was the Emperor." I'm all, BS. That was Palpatine pulling the biggest freaking it's not a scam, but literally in one fell swoop, it took him 30 years to do it, and just flexed, and the whole galaxy fell from under him, and he had everybody eating out of the palm of his hand.
Yeah.
Someone said Russia's favorite villain is Hitler.
Oh.
I mean, he did manipulate people.
He did turn one country literally into the aggressor of the entire world.
Well, I guess
that is partially
it's
true.
official.
Oh God.
I don't know if you can recover from that.
Yeah.
No words. No words.
Oh,
History.
history.
Oh, technically Cao Cao too?
I like the
Well,
Cao
it
Cao
depends
side
on
more.
your perspective.
I don't really go with the whole the three
Yeah, because
douchebags.
I don't know if you can count any one of those three kingdoms as like the protagonist.
Unless it was Sima Yi.
Cause like
unless you read from the book where it was written by the Liu Bei stuff.
From Zhuge Liang?
Yeah, the descendants of Liu
because
Bei.
technically Shu is all like, oh yeah, we're for the people, right? And you've got Cao Cao that's like, I have a right to do this, and then
I kill people.
yeah, and then you've got Wu that's like, yeah,
Hey, we're pirates.
yeah.
See, that's one of the reasons why I played Wu.
Take us seriously, guys.
Well, you had like from the historical side, all of Sun's children were badasses.
Yes, from a historical side, I feel like they're the most like family orientated ones.
Yeah.
They had like sons going down. Lu, you had like Liu Bei, and then his son, and then that's it. It's gone.
Yeah,
It's over.
Well, you know, his son, after he hooked up with Zhang Fei's daughter, and literally his daughter had to stand up for his like spineless yellow belly stuff in court. She literally had to backhand a dude IRL in order to basically be like, you just literally flopped and fell on the ground because you have no spine and you were the.
So sad.
This is true.
Liu Bei did everything.
What would be the best ideal girl in a video game for me?
Oh.
Depends on the video game.
No comment.
Best girl. Okay, best girl. Any video game. Like, what is she? Either an
Does
example.
Pokemon have a best girl?
No. Why do you always go back to?
Because you always go back to Pokemon!
I play it for the competitive element. It's not like I play it for the characters. The number of times I don't even follow the storyline for Pokemon and go, wait, I need a HM. Where do I get this HM? And I have to go backtrack and I'm like, I actually, when I first played Red and Blue, I didn't actually beat Lieutenant Surge because I was just rushing through the story. So I went to Cerulean City, went to Vermilion, got the HM for cut, went back, skipped the Lightning Gym completely, went through, got the Grass Badge, got the Poison Badge, Psychic Badge, and all this, and then I went to the end, and then the policeman went, you don't have the Lightning Badge, I can't let you pass. I'm like, I beat the last gym! I should be able to, theoretically, if I can beat the last gym, beat the fourth gym, just let me go through. And I had to go backtrack, and I did not have Fly, because the third gym enabled you to get Fly, so I had to walk all the way back. And yes, I played Red and Blue without Fly, so... that was fun too.
Are you done?
Yes. So yes, no best girls. No comment.
Why no comment? You're dodging a bullet.
No comment. I guess I play Fate, so I do have to have a best girl.
Yeah.
You said you had the girl in your wallet.
Okita!
Whatever that name.
Okita Soji.
It's supposed to be a guy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a guy. It's okay.
Historically, he's supposed to be a guy.
Yes. But
Fate, go ahead and moe the crap out of that character.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know how approve, by the way, all the sexual changes in the historical characters. Like they did that for the Romance of the Kingdoms too.
Which one?
There's an anime where like Zanufei is a girl, like
Wait, really?
yeah. Who's that?
Oh,
other guy?
you're right.
Who's
That sounds
that?
freaky ass.
The three guys. Liu Bei, Zanufei, and who?
Guan Yu.
Guan Yu.
Yeah, yes.
Guan Yu is like a blue haired girl, and I'm like, get out of here.
I love dodging bullets though. How else am I supposed to avoid getting shot?
Oh, so what you're saying is by being aversive to answering the question, it's probably some freaky stuff that you just don't want everybody knowing about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rush exposed!
We'll say it depends on the video game.
There we go. Okay.
Because in Fate, I like Okita. I've seen a lot of Fate servants, like Minamoto and all that, but
What
of
other
Fate
games?
is Okita. But when it comes to Fire Emblem, I'm more like what's that character? Just double check. Hinoka.
Hinoka from Fire Emblem.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hinoka.
From far away, she looks like a female version of Lord Knight.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm like, okay, that explains
Yes,
a few.
Hinoka.
That explains a few things.
Funny how I don't play him. Also
Or Ellis's.
Dude, I tried so hard for this guy, and he looks like Elsa, but that's another story.
Does not look like
It
it.
doesn't look like
It's
Ellis.
like samurai.
I called him Lobster King for this one.
Oh,
I
right.
can see that. Frustration.
MK3 and use friendship finisher.
Oh, Mortal Kombat.
There's a friendship finisher?
Yes.
What's a friendship finisher?
It's the opposite of babality.
Yes, Eve, my
Will you turn him
favorite
into a baby?
is Hinoka.
You did not know this?
No.
Yeah, you have friendship finisher, like they do a rainbow over their head, you know? And then you have babality, where you can turn your opponent into a baby.
What's happening with Mortal Kombat?
That's been going on since like MK3, dude.
How long ago was MK3?
Like 15 years ago?
What is happening with Mortal Kombat?
Yes, Eve, I'm glad you approved my Hinoka choice. Yes.
Mosh, when are you going to play Best Blue Chicken? Not today. We were actually talking about Friday, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So Friday, we're gonna end up.
Which is tomorrow.
I am not
Yes.
sad.
So, we'll make sure that much.
I don't think I have a best girl though.
Blue chicken.
I don't.
Never really.
How about an
Stuck
Epic
up.
7?
But it has to be a video game. You have to be able to play the character.
Epic 7 is a bit.
I can't pay her right now though.
Can we play with eventually?
Yeah.
Eventually.
I don't know that.
I don't look like that.
What video game?
Ooh, Sylvanas.
Windrunner?
Yes.
Undead one or the high elf one?
Undead one.
Okay.
To be fair, I can see that too. Yes.
So just because everyone knows it, there's a lot of games I play that are off that they're not going to know some of the characters from. So unless I was like, Shiki from Samurai.
Showdown?
Yeah. And I will explain
am
why.
not married.
I bet Vice. Okay, I see.
Oh!
Okay, I see why now. Almost
Ibuki.
immediately.
Ibuki! Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Fanboy.
Yeah, Ibuki.
So Shiki from Samurai Showdown, when she turns around and you see the big snakes across her back, the
I've
tattoos.
never played her. I've only played like the original like Showdown, so I don't think I saw her. She was a new character?
This was my wall scroll when the anime dropped.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah. So yeah, Shiki was one of the Samurai 3, I believe. 3 or 4.
Oh, and Mari from King of Fighters.
Lumari! Yes! Oh god,
I don't know why.
Leona,
I
too.
just get seen Russian
Leona.
now.
Oh, the Psycho Girl.
Ikari Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh dude, when she went,
Psycho?
no, what's it called?
Psycho?
When everyone's blood boils. It's the,
Psycho mode? I don't know the official term, I just call it Psycho mode.
because you have Iori, and then you have Iori.
Yeah, Psycho mode.
Okay, let's go with Psycho Bud.
No, there's a word!
I know, but we also call it Purple Ball Yoda.
Shh. Iori, Yagami.
Why Nerdy
Psycho.
Punk? Why? Also, what luck? What happened? Did you drop something good?
Orochi!
Oh.
I didn't even have to look it up. Okay, so when Leona goes Orochi, and she hits them in the stomach with the dynamite, and then she screams, she goes, ah! And then the whole right half of the screen blows up. I was in love. I was in love in a major way.
Yeah, from RPGs I could never, like, eventually get to know them too well. I don't like them anymore. But fighting games, I don't really have to know their story, so I'm okay with that.
But that's the thing that got me with Sylvanas too. When you saw me rage when they announced the whole like I'm burning down Tiltersil because somebody hurt my feelings. I was like, no, you took one of my favorite characters, going all the way back to War 3, and just gutted her. Oh man, I was so mad.
Sylvanas is good.
Yeah, I don't know you guys.
Oh, Nova.
Yeah, why are we scary, Nerdy Punk?
Nova from StarCraft.
Nova.
I like her over Kerrigan, to be honest. I don't really like how Kerrigan left. Nova looks better.
I agree with Jay here. I can't get behind Kerrigan. I'm sorry.
So from the new Harry Potter movie, you guys see a theme. Nagini.
Mm-hmm. Snake Girl?
Yes. So not only is Nagini awesome, she's supposed to play a character from Southeast Asia, who then turns into a reticulating python, which is one of my favorite snakes of all time. That is also from Southeast Asia, so the fact that they tied all of that.
Although people are very mad that she became a person. Nagini became a person.
Well, the problem was too is a Korean actress played a character that was supposed to be Southeast Asian, and so yeah, there's a lot of SJW bullshit that was going on with that. I didn't care. Telling it from the storytelling.
Well, to be fair, that another Asian girl from the original Harry Potter movie.
Yeah.
She was supposed to be like the prettiest person in the whole school, and she wasn't even pretty in this room. Oh. I don't know what's happening with the casting, but
oh man,
Sneaky Snoop Best Boop. You have no idea. Oh, I wish I could send you guys pictures.
You honestly want way.
Mosh, when is we going to see you play with your iron? Tomorrow! Tomorrow!
Be patient. Mosh needs to practice his iron.
Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. I'm going to grind up and see how well, I know the only thing I need, like I can break my whole keyboard except for the X key, and I'll be alright. I mean, if I'm going to learn from anybody, it's got to be from Rush. So I'll just like snap my keyboard in half and be like, look, I'm not even playing handicap, I still have my X key.
Favorite hair color? Black.
I will take out your X key and...
Mosh, get out of here! Piss off! What was the question again?
Favorite hair color for a character? Always black for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to side with you on that.
Black is the beast.
Oh, and I don't play characters with short hair outside of Shiki.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like short hair.
So the longer the better.
Gray or white for mine?
Gray or white? Okay.
Pink's edgy.
No, I mean Iron has. Blue Hand has it. Blue Hand isn't edgy. It's just.
But is he like the new edgy? Like the old edge lords were like the Hershey's?
Black hair is edgy.
I mean, you could. Black hair color goes biggest way.
That's true. But usually when they go from black hair to white hair, they become extra edgy.
But to be
you know it's
oh,
true!
God. Hold on, I'm going to digress one more time. Sephiroth. And what happens when Ara goes
Awakening,
her hair turns white.
And Tokyo Ghoul.
Xenogears.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the hair color changing. It has to like start at that color.
Oh, I meant the long black hair. I mean, Xenogears kind of literally his braid. It's freaking rad. Fate, yeah, it's another one.
Of course I know what's good.
I now love braids. Still can't spell because of I'm.
This braid is without the E.
Yeah.
I know it.
Ara, okay. White hair is a little cool. Right? Nabi. Yes. Yes. Anyway, so
that's a wrap.
Is that a wrap?
Yes.
Yeah, before Spooky Man at the door comes in.
He already came like multiple times.
Did he?
Yeah, but this
Well,
time
he was hiding.
But this time he'll barge through the door.
Yes, Asher.
No. Otherwise, they'll make us stay until that happens.
Oh, hey, can you guys leak laughing? Get out of here.
Sure, it's coming.
It's called Click.
Actually, no.
It's not the first time we've done it. We went, yeah, we're gonna go back. Dunzo. Open lower down dungeon level for final Azure Heavens, what we ask? Oh Mosh, what? What? Message deleted. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you reusing the lay loading. Okay, so I may have been responsible for the quote, but I was responsible for the quote, but Sriracha Lada is the one that saw the old GC gets laid and wanted to reuse it because they thought it was awesome. So
it was reused.
It was reused.
To great effect.
Alright. See you folks tomorrow on Twitch.
Yeah. Lie you too.
Probably gonna be PvP stuff tomorrow. Maybe talk about something that's coming next week.
Yeah.
No, awesome.
Bye.
Thanks everybody.
The second path for lobby is coming.